What's up? I'm back. I talked about the Boule before. I just want to know if you guys have looked into it or not. I came in one to initially talk about Martin Luther King and how he had pretty much took real dreams away from people and gave us these bullshit dreams about integration, about achieving, white equality, pretty much going through their system, being accepted by them, being able to eat at their tables and shit like that. But I mean, it was all bullshit. And I really don't even care no more about Martin Luther King. Let me get to another point. Like the nigga said, we already talked about him burning, understanding that he integrated us into a burning house, and I was cool with him because yeah, you might have just been tricked and shit like that. But when he said that, I missed that. The interviewer asked him, "What should we do about this burning house?" And it really pisses me off. When he responded, he said, "We should be the firemen to that burning house." The burning house that is trying to fuck us over. The burning house that killed our black market. The burning house that killed those girls in Birmingham. The black market that, I mean the what the fuck? I'm gonna say. The integration that pretty much destroyed us, bro. We were fine. We was working. We was achieving our status in segregation. The only problem in segregation is y'all didn't leave us the fuck alone. Y'all kept harassing us. Like, we were fine. Like, yeah, we tried to eat y'all diners sometimes. Yeah, we tried to use y'all restrooms sometimes. Yeah, we tried to use y'all roads and go through y'all cities and shit sometimes. But we had our own shit. And we wasn't just using y'all shit. We didn't only have Walmart. We didn't only have y'all source of the market. Like, we had our own ideas. We had our own awards. We had our own buses. We had our own way of going about things. We didn't have to just use y'all systems that don't give a fuck about y'all. Speaking about having our own bus system, my fucking girlfriend, they passed her up on purpose twice. It's like, bro, they don't give a fuck about us. And I mean, it's like it might be an individual thing, an individual personal thing, but it's like, bro, we wouldn't have to worry about this shit when we got our own shit. Like, we gotta worry about bullshit when we, even if these people not racist, they just oppressed and depressed and sad. So they don't give a fuck about you. They gotta come show up to this job. Like, you know how you go to corporate, like you go work. I mean, you go to places to spend your money and they have the worst attitudes. It's like, damn. Why do you have that? Because nobody's truly free. We just doing shit that we got to do. You be miserable at your job too, nigga. You just probably don't got to deal with people. So it's a little different for you. But it's like, well, you don't have to deal with like customers, but you be grumpy to your people you work with. Point blank period. But it's like, it's because we got to do this shit. It ain't freedom. Like, we had in Oklahoma, we had people migrating, black people migrating there before they bombed that shit. It was they bombed Tulsa. Then they bombed a place in Chicago. Like, bro, they bombed us many times, bro. Like, and because we were succeeding, they wasn't. They needed us to succeed with them, like, bro. And I talk about that in my "Do I Hate White People" video. It's like, bro, why would I want to integrate with you niggas? Like, and the fact that Martin Luther King said that shit, like, it's the craziest shit ever, bro. We still just follow that. But I mean, yeah, people don't know he said that, so it's kind of all right. But if you do, now that you know he said that, what steps are you taking now? Like, bro, you gotta understand what are the deeper things with that shit. Why is he like that? Where did he get this shit from? Religion. His father was in religion. He was in religion. He wanted to be peaceful. He wanted to think they had a better version of them. Like, he wanted to think that they're cool. They want to work with us, but they could be cool. They could have better versions. When they work with each other, they're cool. They can do whatever they want. But they work through their own self first. And that's what we was trying to do before they made us integrate. We would go through our own self first. We would spend our black money in our black communities first before we go anywhere else. But we don't do that no more. We're trying to get back to that, but it's like we're so oppressed, it's hard to do it. We don't really know there's so many other things we need to do before that, honestly. Like, we really need freedom. Like, because what if we do it again? What's stopping them from sabotaging it again? Like, nothing. So we need more than just we gotta spend our money in black. Bro, what if they fuck up money? So we need to be deeper and smarter than that. And I wanted to just stick on Martin Luther King. It was like, bro, if you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I said, he don't even preach his own messages. Like, it's so many quotes talking about if you love this world, then you're an enemy of God, because I mean this world is separate of God, and it's been separating itself from God for so long. And maybe it's for a purpose, so it'll be hard for us. Like it'll make us be like, bro, what the fuck going on? Maybe it's like I said, a struggle is for it's in the Bible. It said we meant to struggle. So I mean, the fact I'm not gonna go against that. If that's what it's saying, that's what I feel. It makes sense to me. But I don't get why Martin Luther King would be like, nah, let's think we could be hopeful. Let's think we can be peaceful. Let's think we can fix it. When God and said the only savior will be self and God, bro. Like other than that, bro, this world won't really help you. Like period. Like your desires may last in this world, but the only thing will last is if you do the work, it's the will of God. Like if you only do like, bro, that's the only thing. Like living in this world is hell. And I want to say this is like people are scared and don't know why they're scared of God. And I tell people they're scared of God, they look at me stupid. But you are. And this is where I'll start at. You believe in heaven and hell if you believe in religion. The fact you believe in heaven and hell believes you believe you have to go through a judgment. So when the second coming of Jesus come, you have to already judge yourself to be like, oh shit, am I going to heaven or hell? So you already put yourself in a state of fear, or maybe you're comfortable with the things you're doing. But it is what it is. The fact that you don't know that we already been through our judgment and we're in hell now trying to fix our problems, that's like, it's a trick. Like they tricked you and flipped the story. Damn, they flipped the story around. And it makes entirely sense. Like you will fear the second coming of Jesus because a lot of people feel like they're not doing right. But the reason you're not doing right is because you're enslaved mentally, and a lot of us physically, because of the programs and the things that they've done to us. And if the second coming happens, it's to save you from here, not to start your judgment. The story's all backwards. Like, and it's a trick and it's a scam. And I talk about religion, I talk about these things, but I mean, like, bro, if you break down and question religion, then you question the people that teach religion. You just got to question everything and look for yourself. Like, it gets so frustrating. Because I already, like, I try to explain things, but I know you won't understand. Well, the people that understand fuck with me. But I know a lot of people won't understand until they start questioning shit for themselves. So it's like, I'm really not even I'm talking to the choir type shit. Or preaching to the choir. But y'all have to start questioning shit like, have you heard of the Boule? I talked about it before. Like, the Boule is the 1% that get filtered out through college. Because pretty much a lot of our celebrities and idols went through college in the system of frats and fraternities. And we don't realize just to get to college, you beat some odds in the white world. And education system, period, is getting you ready to fit into society. So I seen somebody tweet this earlier. There's workers and there's owners and there's, the idols and shit like that. They ain't necessarily say that. But the reason it separates is because the people that usually become the idols and the people you work for are the people that join the frats and the fraternities, and the people that usually get the good jobs are the people that graduate college, and the people that get the shitty jobs are the one that didn't finish college or didn't even go to college. And the reason it goes like that is because when you go to a frat, you put in a little bit more effort than a regular college student. You put in a little bit more, not even a little bit, you put a lot more effort in being a college student, period, is hard. But the fact that to go through a frat, you have to have a certain amount of grades. You can't just be a regular student. You have to participate in different activities. You have to pay a certain amount of money, like up to thousands of dollars that you already earned or your family earned. So you really have to be invested into it because it's previously earned energy that you invested yourself into, and you're just willing to give it away. And so anything you invest yourself to, you most likely going to put your all into it. So it's like there goes some more programming, like, and energy that you just have to apply into it. Like, bro, you're not about to waste this money on it. Like, you're already spending money on this other shit, so pretty much that money you probably get will be your refund. So it's like, bro, you're really putting in your all to rely on these people. Like, honestly, that's probably where that money come from. And you got to get beaten, you get spit in your face, they cut your hair, they humiliate you in public. And the reason they go through all these things is because why do you think these men that's famous wear dresses, or these women are willing to play roles that embarrass themselves because or be a hoe in the movie and shit like that, and that's not a good way to portray themselves, or to be the slaves in the movies, because they're used to that shit already. They went through that shit in college, so now they can play this role perfectly. They already they already sold their soul in college. They already went through everything they had to go through. And now the white people know, like, bro, you went through all our programs in indoctrination. Even though you think you went through HBCU, I talk about how Spelman is, this some Dick Gregory shit. Spelman is really Rockefeller mom's, which was a racist. And we know his education is bad. And that was Spelman, and Howard is the he was the Confederate general, like, bro. And these are two HBCUs, so it's like, bro, NCAA. I mean, what's this? I say NCAA, the National Negro Society of whatever colored people, whatever that shit is, was pretty much created by mostly white people. Yeah, black people are running in this shit, but the real founders are white when you really get into that shit. Just like most of the HBCUs, the people that truly benefit are white people. The owners of those HBCUs are not black. Guaranteed. Like, and we don't realize these things. We don't realize where our programming and our indoctrination is coming from. And I just get tired of, talking about it, honestly. But you have to get into the Boule. A lot of people that's in frats or sold their souls. Steve Harvey sold their soul. Like, I'm sorry, I'm coming at the entertainers, bro. Shaq, they sold their soul. Shaq even said, bro, my mom wouldn't even want to see what I've done. Like, I can't do all that funny shit when my mom come around. Ain't none of that. He said that on national TV. It's like, bro, a lot of y'all parents are proud of what y'all accomplished and proud of those frats that you was in, but they don't know what you really went through. And if they did, you would probably be embarrassed. Or a lot of people that wouldn't be embarrassed are the ones that really go hard for this shit. And it's like, it's levels to this shit, honestly. But like I said, bro, the farther you go, the farther the people you meet, because it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. They don't give a fuck that you learn shit in college. They just want to know that you put in the effort. You did all the bullshit homework. You did all the bullshit lessons. You just did it. You put in all the money. You put all the effort. You got yelled at. You did all the shit. You got the grades. Nigga, you put however long it take you. They don't give a fuck. Once you figure it out, then they'll give you something. But now the economy trash, so that shit not guaranteed. It's never really been guaranteed because it's always been a scam. But people are starting to see it now and wake up. But you gotta understand, if you ain't joining them frats when you go to college, it's really it's really pointless. If you're not really meeting people, it's really pointless. Just to go graduate, you're just gonna be a worker. And I mean, the jobs right now is honestly pointless. You're just getting yourself in debt. The best thing to do is create for yourself, like I always say. And college don't really teach you that. People could say, oh, well, if you want to run a business, you got to learn about business in college. But it's bullshit. You learn from experience, and anybody know that. You can't just come out of college and start running a Fortune 500 business. You got to be an intern or some shit first. You got to learn through experience first. And like my nigga Charlemagne said, or not Charlemagne, it's somebody else said, like, it's people that don't graduate that have just plenty of experience. They'll be working with people that have graduated, and the people that graduated don't know shit because they don't have experience. And the companies know that shit. They don't give a fuck about your degree. They gonna talk to the people that's really about already putting in their own work when it come to really making the big bucks. But back to MLK, but yeah, y'all look into the Boule. I mean, just look into, there's many women that was fraternity in fresh too that pretty much had influence, and we think they were so good. And bro, it's a lot of people, Maya Angelou, like, it's a lot of people that are in frats, and it's like, okay, what's the dude name? That's always the black dude that everybody always talk about with the hair. What the fuck that nigga name is? He always getting played. He was the nigga that was mad at Obama because Obama was the first black president when he was supposed to be the first black president. Some old shit, bro. Obama was in fraternities. Like, all these niggas in fraternities, man. And that's how they really succeed. Like, once they know you put in all your energy and you'll put in all your apples in to get whatever you need to do to succeed in their society, once you get through all their systems, they like, all right, bro, you could do some shit. And I mean, Malcolm X didn't really have to die. I mean, Malcolm X. I'd be fucking that shit up, bro. Martin Luther King really didn't have to die, but I feel like he was starting to wake up. So I mean, and maybe he was just saying the wrong shit. Who knows? Maybe they ain't need him no more. Maybe they had enough indoctrination. They were just like, all right, bro, you're out of here. Because, I mean, they should just start killing all the black leaders also. Maybe that was just the agenda. Once we got enough out of you, if you're going to work with us, you still fried. And, I mean, we see that, bro. When the superhero, I always use movies when the villain, not the villain, but the weak nigga always, like, the scientist, or unlike the swole, crazy nigga, that crazy nigga always kill the scientist first. Because you're like, nigga, What do you think? I'm gonna work with you? You think I'm gonna fuck with you and listen to what you want to do with this world? Bitch, I'm a god. Crush. And that's what they'll do to y'all because, I mean, they don't give a fuck with y'all. Once they done using y'all, throw y'all away. But I'm out. Deuces.